very good exercise for improve this. I swim with pull buoy and with a small stretch cord at the ankle.
Ankle.
Yes, yeah, ankle. But if to be honest, I want to swim a little bit, not so narrow, but I have a bad mobility in my knee, and it is some problem. Yeah, because I want more, but I can't. I'm working on this, but
So you put the cord maybe this big at your ankle,
yes, yeah,
and then you try to keep the whip.
yes.
Welcome to the Social Kick Podcast. I'm Brian Lundquist. We got a full crew this morning and this evening for our guests, Luke Paddington, Dr. John Mullen, and joining us from across the pond, Ilya Shymanovich. Welcome, Ilya.
Hi, everyone.
Well, give us the update, Ilya. First of all, where are you and what are you up to?
I'm spending time now at home, at my home in Belarus, because. But at this moment I can say that I have two homes, because one home at Russian Federation, because my girlfriend live here. It's my future wife, and sometimes I spend training at Russia and sometimes training in Belarus.
Future wife, tell us.
I get pregnant 1 month ago, or 1 month ago. Yeah, yes.
Well, that's exciting.
It is the same as sportsman. Yeah. But it's not swimmer. It is beach volleyball player.
So your future wife is an Olympian beach volleyball player. You are a elite world record holder, world champion swimmer. What is the baby gonna be?
I don't know. Maybe just simple child without sport. I don't know.
I think it's water polo to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. That is fantastic news. That's a very exciting time to have a baby, get married.
Thank you so much.
That is that makes life. That's wonderful. Yeah.
So Ilya, tell us about, there's some major news with your season schedule now that for the World Championships and for the European Championships, that those organizations have banned both Belarusian and Russian athletes. So I'd imagine your season plans may have changed quite a bit. So what's going through your mind right now with the season and the way that you're approaching training now?
At the beginning of the season, from the January, it was everything was normal, but then some competition was cancelled, something else, and we, with my coach, we don't know what to do and for which competition we prepare, because the first of all it was World Championship, then World Championship cancelled, and then new World Championship, but then we were banned. Then ISL, and then with ISL cancelled, we stay just with national championship and national cup. And the first 3 months in this season was really difficult, because I didn't know what to do, for what I will prepare, and what I will do in the future. But we just training, keep the form, keep the shape, and we had a national championship in the April. I swam 200 breaststroke and sorry. Did you hear me? Did you hear?
Yep.
Oh, sorry, but my connection as well sometimes. Yes, and I swam 2 disciplines, and so because I had some problem with my health, and I should to go to home. Yes, but now we don't know exactly which competition we will have at this season. Maybe it will be National Cup, and maybe some competition with some countries. I don't know which one exactly, and it is very big question, and we just preparation for the end of July, and so, but I don't know for which competition. But of course, in this situation, is very important to keep the shape and keep my mind, of course, motivation. Because if I, if I lost this season, it will be very difficult to start it again. And I want to show my best, or very close to my best, at this summer. And I want to understand that I can to beat with some guys from the another country who will compete in European Championship and World Championship, of course. Yeah. And maybe I will have some more time for my family, for spend with my family, with my future family, yes. Because I spent time with my mom, daddy, and my younger brother very little, yeah. And now I can spend a lot of time, yeah, with my dogs, of course. Yeah, it's very awesome. I don't know, I just try to enjoy my life at this period. And of course, I think in what I can change in my life, in my training, in my work, in my technique, of course, and such. And I think it will be good time for my changer.
Yeah, that's excellent, and a great mindset when, you know, there's variables outside of your control, you know, trying to spin the positive. Obviously, with you training for Longcourse in the summer here and not knowing of meets and things like that, you mentioned working on technical things. Yeah. With your training, your awesome short course meters, setting world records, then long course seems like you're still working on maybe, you know, having that transition or that same success in long course. What are some items you're working on to improve or have that transition into 50 meters?
Transition 50 meters?
Yeah.
Can you repeat, please, a little bit?
Of course.
Slow, but yeah.
Yeah. So your amazing short course meters.
Yeah.
Long course meters, not as successul.
Yeah.
What are you working on to be more successful in 50-meter long course?
Yeah. At this time, first of all, I have very good technique in 2019 when I swim very fast 100 breaststroke, same 50 breaststroke. Yeah. But after this year, I had some problem with my elbows, and I should to change my technique a little bit because I have a lot of pain when I swim when I did a gym, and now we are come for this technique again, and we try to do the same, maybe a little bit improve. A lot of work with my legs because I know that my legs, it is very crazy for swimming board. Yeah, and but I know we want to a little bit change my work in the gym. We want to do a little bit more because I'm not very strong beside the another guys, another breaststroker from the world, because I'm sorry, but all guys so very big, yeah. But I don't know. We will try to find new ways in this period.
I want to ask all of us, what do you think is the key thing to be a good long course swimmer in breaststroke? If you're a good short course, obviously you have less turns, and you have and that's a big thing. You have 2 less turns. But is it, say for instance, is it the ability to keep the hips high for more than 5-6 strokes in a row? Like that, does that take a lot of effort after you need a break for like 2 seconds before you do that again? What is it about the physiology to keep the high hips going more than 5 strokes in a row? That's the difference, isn't it, too? What do you think? Anybody?
Yeah, it's very different, but we're working. If I understand right this question, we just try to walk these strokes, not the 6-5 strokes as short course. We just walk in the straight chord to do the same strokes as I do at the long course, or a little bit more that I can do perfect stroke 21-20 strokes. Yeah, with of course a lot of power walk with paddles and fins for this. Yeah.
What happens to your your body at say 35 meters? Do you feel your hips falling? Do you feel your tempo going back? What do you work on at say 35 meters to maintain your technique? What do you focus on to keep going?
I try to keep, of course, my power stroke, and sometimes I have very big mistake. How said my coach, when I take my hand not so, but just I did this one, and my stroke stayed very weak, and oh no. And of course, I try to keep my, I don't know, not technique, but my, I don't know how to say just in English, keep my through my back through to the
recovery.
go, yeah, because sometimes I can do arm legs or together arm legs and stay at one place. It's very big problem.
Definitely. And I think with breaststroke, I mean, obviously you have sprint breaststroke technique and distance breaststroke technique, especially with long course. And it seems like like Ilya's saying, in sprint swimming or swim breaststroke, you have to have such a high kick tempo. But if the hips fall and the coordination becomes out of whack, then you're kind of fighting against what you're trying to do to be propulsive. So I think that's where once the tempo goes down, the tempo is crucial, but then the coordination slows down, and then all your leg power is starting to go against the wall.
Yes.
We don't swim breaststroke, if that
So Ilya, you are known for having a very narrow kick, and very, very narrow kick, and also such a power to your stroke that you get on top of the water. And so I'm curious, first, what do you focus on to keep the kick so narrow?
It's crazy.
How do you practice that? What drills do you do?
Oh, it is a very interesting story, because I still have my first coach.
Elena, right?
Elena Maluska is the first coach, and it is Elena. It is my now coach, and it is very interesting because when I was very young, she said you need to swim with narrow kick, and till the 20 years, I say no, I don't want to swim so, because I don't have the power. I can't to swim so, and she said, okay, I will wait. And after 5-6 years, when I didn't go to the training camp with the national team, we just stay at our country. It's small training camp, and I say, okay, I'm ready to try this technique. And maybe for 2.5 weeks, we just tried this technique. At the beginning, I swam with pull. Breaststroke with pull, and how to say, I swam kick with pull, and
pull boy
with pull, and pull boy, right. And after 2 weeks, we had a national championship, and I broke on 5 national records with new technique. I did it at the morning session and evening session and next day, and I say, wow, coach, I so happy. Thank you so much. Yes, and from this time we started to improve this technique, and very good exercise for improve this. I swim with pull boy and with a small stretch cord at the ankle.
Ankle.
Yes, ankle. But if to be honest, I want to swim a little bit, not so narrow, but I have a bad mobility in my knee, and it is some problem, because I want more, but I can't. I'm working on this, but
So you put the cord maybe this big at your ankle.
Yes.
And then you try to keep the whip.
Yes.
So not at the knee. You don't do the knees. You do the ankle.
I try search and such.
Okay, you switch.
The knee and the ankle. Yeah.
Okay.
Because a lot of power. I try to give more power for my feet.
Your feet at the ankle.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ilya, where did Elena get this idea?
I don't know. Really, I don't know. Because my coach very interesting, because sometimes at training camp she can go to the swimming pool after practice, or maybe at the afternoon to the pool and just chill in the water, try some exercise, and then go to the training session. We need to try new exercise, and I how to say, at the beginning I don't want, because for me it's imagine very strange, very strange. But then after 10 minutes, interesting, maybe it's have a good idea. Yeah.
And with breaststroke, obviously, more traditionally, it's a more wide kick. And like we've been talking about here, you have a very narrow kick that keeps the hips up. And instead of the traditional breaststroke like this, it's turning more into like a wave-like motion on top of the water. Do you feel like that is helping your stroke tempo and there's further progression with increasing the tempo?
Yes, but one more interesting thing, because I try to help me for my back, not just arm and legs, but very. Just a moment. I just sometimes need to translation. Through, very power through from my back. And sometimes I try to swim for this exercise. Try to swim one stroke I did with breaststroke legs, and one stroke with butterfly legs, and my body started to swim all time the same as with butterfly kick.
Huh.
Yeah.
So Ilya, when you do that, there are some people that this has the stroke technique that undulates like this and is somewhat like a wave, has caused some controversy in with officials. We've seen some people saying, "Oh, it looks like butterfly, but really it's really just your hips that are flowing up and down." Is there any? And there have been some athletes who have been disqualified. Is there anything that you focus on to make sure that it stays within the rules and that your stroke remains legal?
Yeah, I know. I hear a lot of questions about this, and I sure that I swim. How to say? I can swim so because it is doesn't violate the FINA rules. It is all legal. Yeah, and very interesting was at the last World Championship in Abu Dhabi, because a lot of guys said you will be disqualified because your technique is not right, blah blah blah. But after this competition, a lot of guys were disqualified, but not me. Strange things, yeah.
Yeah, that's what's interesting. Two notable breaststrokers at Worlds were disqualified, like world-class world champions, and they attribute it to the underwater camera, and especially on the finish. Describe how you finish, because a lot of times you finish and describe your finish and what you do to finish, because that's where a lot of the controversy happens. Not with you, with other swimmers. How's your finish?
But I did finish the same as I swim every stroke with a narrow breaststroke kick. Yeah, because I had some not very interesting, not very pleasure story in the ISL season 2 with coach Adam. Yeah, and after this I say thanks Marshall, because yes, it's my mistake. And after this just a moment. After when this happened, after this moment, I haven't done the butterfly kick to the ball.
Yeah.
Not one. Yeah, one. Yeah, it was a good lesson for me. Yes, and now I working at this every training, every stroke to the wall as a training, and I think it is my mistake. I will work at it. Yeah, and now I do it automatic, because sometimes I think maybe I did the butterfly kick, but then we watch the camera, and now just breaststroke, but very narrow. No, but breaststroke.
I think that's very that's great for you to have taken the criticism from Adam Peaty's coach Mel Marshall, listen to it, adapt it, and now make yourself a better swimmer. Did Mel tell you something herself? Did Adam tell you something? And I think you and Elena adapting, it's credible and well done to do that. That's what our sport is about, to help each other.
Oh yeah.
In a way. So very good. Describe this.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, it's excellent.
Now, one thing you mentioned is
cool.
Yeah, definitely. You mentioned, taking what they said and learning from it. And a lot of what we learn is what we practice. And we watched a little video that Sonny, the swimsuit guy, made, and he talked about your training and suiting up very frequently and doing very often race pace swimming. Could you talk to us a little bit about your training?
Yeah, of course. I can say that before the competition, maybe before 1 month before the competition, I started to use swimsuit very often as a training session, because I think that when you swim in the swimsuit, your body position is a little bit higher, and you swim different than as usual. And sometimes a lot of swimmer, not very high level, but maybe in our country, some country, use this suit just competition, and then they go to the competition, shave the body, put on the suit, and wow, I can't swim because I don't know what happened. Okay, because it is a different feeling, yeah, and you can swim with the new condition, yeah. And we use very often, maybe 2 or 3 times by a week, and I can swim not race pace in the suit. I can swim how to say, I don't know how to say it in English, because we training by the heart rate session, heart rate, yeah. And I can swim 5 by 100, 3 by 200 breaststroke, not fast, just 150 or 60 head rate, and I can swim in the suit because I glide very well, less strokes. My lactate is a little bit low than usual, yeah, and I try to improve in suit in the training. Yeah, and all guys very laughed at the training session at ASL. Wow, again suit, and the next day again suit, evening again suit. Wow, and after 2 weeks, Chad started to swim with suit more. It was very funny. Yeah, and I don't know. I just like to swim with suit a lot, really.
Yeah, we call that the principle of specificity. The creator of USRPT, that Michael Andrew is notable for training, Dr. Brent Rushaw, writes a lot about trying to have race conditions and practice conditions as similar as possible, because things change so much. Like you said, the body position with a suit is quite different than without a suit. So if we're training in all these different positions, we're maybe building different motor patterns and different skill sets than what we are looking to acquire. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad Chad is on board. He's smarter than he looks.
Ilya, can you talk about your use of lactate in training? It looks like you maybe test for lactate quite a bit.
Yes, of course, but I don't know. We just swim series for the breastspace 100, breastspace 200, yeah. But my lactate is so very different all time, because if I have a 2 months or 2.5 months before the competition, my lactate can be 9 or 10 maximum after big set, etc. But if it happened maybe 1 week or 2 weeks before the competition, again to up to 16, 18 points. Yeah. Whoa. And I don't know how it's happening. Yeah, but with us, with me swimming, my teammate, backstroker, and he can up the lactate 24, and I after 50, 22.
Wow.
And ask, how you're alive?
How you alive?
Yes, I don't know how it's happening. For me, it is that.
I mean, Luke does a 25 free. He's at a 22 lactate right now, and that's easy. So I think Luke can relate.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the pain. I can't imagine. It's the same. Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
And about the suit, I have some interesting story, because this I tried to do this. I don't know, maybe Science 2017. Yeah, and I had a lot of challenge with my coach at the training session, because almost all Sunday I went to the training, and I could be a little bit lazy, and she said, okay, if you swam 50 or 100 breaststrokes on this time, you can be free. And sometimes I just broke the national record at the training and went home, and so.
I want to talk about ISL. You've done so well in the ISL. You've broken world records. You've won 30, 40 events over the 3 years. You are the star of the ISL, and we've thoroughly enjoyed watching you. Like it's seeing you race, seeing you compete, seeing you swim fast. Even when you lost, you were great to watch, and when you won, you were great. What did you enjoy most of the ISL? Like, was it racing Emrisaki? Was it racing with your teammate Felipe? Was it what was the most fun part for Ilya?
Oh, for me, I don't know. I like swimming with everyone, with Sachi, Felipe, Adam, some Russian guys, American thing, with everyone, because for me it's very funny, because I need to more sparring, because in our country I swim alone. Maybe with breaststroke, it's so terrible. But when I go to the ISL or something international competition, I really happy, because I can swim with guys. And in ISL, I don't know. For me, it is new level of the competition, because you have very good mood at every start, because you swim a lot, you swim very fast with your teammate, you discuss, you speaking all time, and every team is amazing, really, because in our country it's a little strange, because all teams go alone, all guys alone, and when I go there, I really enjoy it, and I really like to swim a lot. I like a lot competition per week, one competition per week. For me, it's really good. I don't know, amazing, because here I can compete one time, 2 or 3 weeks, and I go to SL. Oh yeah, competition, and I very like to to prepare my shape from the competition, not from the hard training set, etc., etc. I like competition, and my shape growing up so very fast, really. And my coach knows about this, but we don't have possibility to do this at home. And that's how it's very good possible.
I see this. One of the criticisms we have of the ISL is they don't take the time to really recognize amazing swimming, in my opinion. So let me explain. You get on the blocks, you win, and you break the world record. You become the fastest swimmer ever to swim this race. And up next, the 100 butterfly, and let's do the 100 butterfly, and Ilya goes away. Like, we don't take the time to celebrate this. I mean, yes, we celebrate, and the commentator says it, but 2 minutes later, if this was the World Championships, you would be on the medal podium. You would have your anthem.
Oh,
you
yeah.
would be crying. And the audience would enjoy Ilya's amazing swim more, and therefore we'd be more invested. How do you feel do you feel like, okay, just another world record I set? Is it like, what's your opinion? Or not? Am I
wrong? For me, it's so simple because when I broke the first European record, I was really happy. I came to sleep all night. I don't know what I felt. But then when I broke the world record, and I think I thought that, okay, just my new PB, new national record, and so because I know that all guys who stay here in ISL, it is almost World Championship, Olympic Championship, European world record holder. It is normal in our deal. Yeah, it is not some wow, but normal. We're working, continue. Yeah, that's all.
And that, unfortunately, is one of the faults for the non-swimmer watching, because they don't realize how amazing this race is. Because when you have too much of a great thing, all of the great things look normal. Do you understand? When everybody is amazing, then nobody is, stands out. So I'm looking forward to talking to the new chiefs of the ISL just to see. Maybe we can put some more time to really recognize and hear from you. Ilya, what was last night like when you broke your record? How did you feel? Just hear some more about what this means to Ilya a bit more. What do you think, Brian and John? I mean, it's interesting. It's the first guy we've spoken to about this.
Yeah, I agree with that. I actually just wanted to ask Ilya, what do you think the ISL can do to improve in general?
I don't know. I think this program is so cool because for athletes, maybe we need some more praise, some more time for the congratulations, etc., etc. But for the spectators, it's so very good because all hits go very fast, and spectators just watch and with interest. Yeah, and I think this is very important. And for us, that we swim a lot of with a little rest. For us, it is just a good walk, good training, and I don't know. For me, it's perfect.
Ilya, I think a lot of the swimmers, all who participate in the ISL, almost everyone has a great time. They really enjoy it. There's fun racing. They get to interact with new teammates. Everybody's very positive. I'm curious though, with professional swimming and a league, the league is trying to get fans and get attention from people who don't swim too. So do people in Belarus watch? I mean, you are one of the best athletes in Belarus in the world. You're a world champion. You're a world record holder. Do people in Belarus watch the ISL to watch you?
I don't know. In our country with sports, it's big trouble, how I think, because in our country, who knows about me? It is my family, just swimmer, and some people from another area. I don't know. And so because a very big problem because we don't have a manager in our country. Without photo at the street, and it's so terrible, really. I don't know. When I thinking about it, I was really worried, really. But when I go to the cell and some fans say, "Oh, can you sign me? Can you give me a caps?" And wow, cool. I want the same in our country. But now, the last maybe some years in our championship, we have a TV, and it is cool, yeah, because a little bit more people knows about you. But at the in swimming pool, without spectators, really without. So you're going to the medal ceremony and you look at the swimming pool and just sportsmen, and so yeah.
Do you have a,
and yeah.
I was going to ask, do you have a sponsor? Do you have a swimsuit sponsor?
No.
The world record holder.
Yes, I tried.
Has no sponsor.
I tried with Spida, and I had some suit just without sponsor. I tried with Arena and the same. I had sponsor Medway for 1 year. It was 2 years ago, and so.
You wear a suit every other day in practice. You are the fastest breaststroker alive, and you don't have a suit sponsor.
Yeah.
Charging. Does the Belarus government give you support? Do you get support from the government? Like after you won a world championship, did you get any sort of state sponsoring funding? Sometimes this happens. Did you have any funding at all? No. How do you survive?
Because it is big problem that we don't have a manager, and so if I want to have some sponsor or something else, I need to do this myself. But in our country, it is not impossible to have a sponsor at all. But if I try to at the abroad, yeah, I can try. But in this situation,
right now
without sponsors, 100%, because I can't communicate with guys. Yeah, and I don't know. Yeah, of course, Federation helped us with Swimsuits, with Google's caps, but it is very little. 2 caps per year. Yeah, and so some suits.
If you want to,
our federation don't have. Sorry.
Sorry, I was going to ask if you have to go to the Nordstrom tour in Cannes, Barcelona, and who pays for this? If you want to swim Nordstrom, who has to pay? You?
No, it is pay my federation.
Your federation will pay to go.
If I want to go to the competition, yeah. If I want to go to the competition, it's not problem. Federation pay for this, and or maybe Minister of Sports. Yeah, but with training camp a little bit difficult. But not all training camp we can have. But it is 1 or 2 times at year at the outdoor pools, and I don't know. It's very difficult.
How good are your facilities? Are you in Minsk, and do you have good facilities, good pools? What's it like? I don't know Belarus Russian.
Yeah, I have a good pool for the training session, but this pool not for the competition. And the very big minus of this pool, because this pool is very cold, not in the water, just near the water. It's the water, it is good, it's perfect. We have a blocks, good heats, good water, yeah, but near of this is not very good. And we have a good gym, but not very good, but not very perfect for working with big weight, and I don't know. Yeah, we can train in this situation, but of course we want a little bit better.
This is interesting. Go ahead, Brian. I'm sorry.
Ilya, what as such a good swimmer in a country that does not have a lot of top world champion swimmers. We talked about the facilities, and also you, Ilya, mentioned the way coaches kind of stay isolated. They don't necessarily interact closely together. What is your goal for how you influence swimming in Belarus?
First of all, I very wanted that we have a club system because we don't have this, and maybe I want to have in our sport in our country that all coaches working together with sparring with, because in our country happened that coach find the small guys and it is good guys, and this coach trying to grow up this child for the future, and so just alone. But we have a good coaches in the national team, and you can take your child to coach who work with world-class athletes, etc., etc. But in our country, we don't have this. Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe we have just not right system. I don't know. Maybe not a lot of swimmer. Maybe not a lot of pools. I don't know. I don't know how it's working in the government at us governments. And
is that why? So to those who are listening, you've had the same coach for 18 years,
yes.
right? Since you're 9 years old.
Yeah.
First of all, why? Why did you stay with Elena? Why were you ever tempted to change coaches or maybe go to university somewhere? Were you ever tempted at stage in your life to change your situation? Why did you stay with Elena?
I just lucky.
Yeah.
I don't know, because very big plus of this situation, because my coach know me better than my mom, and I can say that it is my second mom. Yeah. Very for me it's very good that because he when I go to the training and I feel not well, and she look at and say, okay, we change the training, and all time she changed training for me individually, and it's very big plus on this, because if I swim in the big group with almost all swim fast maximal, yeah, and I can see I can go to the swimming pool with ill and feel very bad, and swim this exercise, and after 2 days I go to the hospital or something else, or have a ill. Yes, but with a coach I can work with on, I don't know, on a very good level, because she understands me very well, and I'm too.
Ilya, before we wrap up the show, I have a couple really fast questions to ask you. We call them rapid fire.
Perfect for you.
Yeah. So just a few fast questions. What is the hardest race in swimming?
4 a.m.
4 a.m. Would you rather have an Olympic gold medal, a world record, or win the ISL MVP?
Olympic medal, gold medal.
As the world record holder says that. What's your favorite flavor of energy gel?
Chocolate.
You can watch this video at the Sony blocks.
Yeah, I saw.
It's happy birthday cake.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I saw you use SIS gels. I like those, actually. Do you think the Olympics should start to race short course meters?
No. But of course I will want.
Who is the best breaststroker of all time?
All time? I can say one people. I can say some people. It is Kirajima, Adam Peaty, Daniel Gurta.
And Gurta, yeah. I think that's fair for a tie between those three.
Yeah.
Okay, last one. Do you do breaststroke, and do you do social kick?
Yeah, I use this sometimes, but I can use this after training if I don't like what I did as a training with my legs, and after training, okay, social kick breaststroke, maybe I feel a little bit better, and so.
Perfect.
But you have to have a narrow kick, because when you social kick, you have 3, 4, 5 people in one lane sometimes, so you can't do breaststroke. So you have to
Yeah.
Ilya, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Good luck at your national championships. Obviously, the season has your season plans may still change, but we know that you'll be fast in July. So good luck. We look forward to watching you race, and yeah, our thoughts are with you. So thank you so much for hanging out. That's it for this episode of the Social Kick, and we'll see you all next time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hey everybody, thanks for hanging out with us. If you're enjoying Social Kick, tell your friends about it, and be sure to tell us what you liked by leaving a comment, and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Follow us on Instagram. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Social Kick, and you can find all of our content on our website,